Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Emma. If you're not already, you should definitely subscribe down below. So today I'm actually doing a video that I did around 1 year ago today, and it was everything that you need to know before freshman year of college. I am currently a rising junior at the University of Scranton, so that means in the fall I will be a junior, and I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in history and philosophy. So if you go to University of Scranton or you're going to University of Scranton, any questions that you have you can definitely ask or like comment them down below. I wanted to find the best advice for you guys because I really care about you guys and I don't want to give you bad advice, obviously. So while this is all stuff that I agree with, I actually asked on my Instagram story, put a little question thing and asked people to share their advice. So if you want to be part of my next little poll or question thing, make sure to follow my social medias down below: Instagram, TikTok, and Visco. I have listed. So without further ado, let's just get into this video. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of break it up into categories. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is friends, and a lot of people said don't worry about the friends you find like your first week or even the first semester. I know that I was friends with people freshman year and it didn't stick as well. I'm still friends with some of the people, but the other people, we aren't like best friends. If you lose friends, it happens to everyone, so it's definitely okay if your friends that you find freshman year aren't the ones that are going to stick with you in the whole 4 years of college. So another part of that is that you don't have to be best friends with your roommate. I got lucky and my roommate and I are best friends because we just get along really well. Not everyone has a great roommate and you don't always have to be best friends with them. Sometimes it's actually beneficial to have other friends. So basically, moral of the story is that some friends don't stick, some do. Don't worry about making friends your first like 2 days in college because you'll be fine. Just trust me, it'll all work out. Everything happens for a reason. If you're having like drama with your friends, like maybe drama with your roommate or with your friend group or something, if it's your roommate you can talk to an RA. If it's your friend group or you're just having trouble with people at school in general, definitely reach out to friends from high school or some of your family members because they aren't in that situation, so they take out potential for drama. It's not like you're talking to the person that you're having drama with because that could possibly make it worse. So now I'm gonna move on to kind of classes and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend sitting in the front or like one of the first 2 rows of a class, and for me personally, I know it helps me focus if I'm in the front because you can't really be slacking off while you're in the front, and it also shows that you're engaged and you want to be in class, and most likely the professor will appreciate that and could possibly help you out later in the semester or be more lenient with you. Another one is to get involved in different clubs and organizations. So this kind of goes along with classes because you could also meet people from classes. Getting involved with clubs and organizations is a good way to meet people. If there's a club for your major, I definitely recommend doing that, and you could possibly join clubs and be in them for like the 4 years and work your way up to a leadership position because that helps you learn different experiences while also looking good on your resume. I mean, definitely don't do it if you don't enjoy it, you just want to do it for your resume. That's not really a reason to join a club or organization. Also, rent your textbooks unless you specifically have to buy it. A lot of the time they're listed on the school's like website or bookstore website. Definitely take like the old IBSN or whatever that number is and literally just type that into Google and the same book will come up. You can try Amazon, Chegg, Thrift Book, and they have books that you can either rent or buy for cheaper than the bookstore. Personally, I don't like to wait until after the first week to get my textbooks. A lot of people say that so you know which ones you actually have to buy and which ones you don't. If you're questioning it, you can always email your professor like close to when school starts. Definitely don't be afraid to ask your professors for help. I know that freshman year with some of my professors, I went to their office hours after the first class and I introduced myself, said that I was in their class, asked them if there was anything they thought would help me with the class. The professors want to help you most of the time. and they'll really appreciate if you're putting in the effort to either ask them questions in or after class, or go to their office hours, or really try, because a lot of people who take the classes probably don't care. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because if you're struggling, it'll look a lot better if you ask for help and then maybe you still don't do as well, but they might be more lenient because you did ask for help and they can see that you were trying. Okay, so lastly, I'm just gonna go into kind of a miscellaneous section. Definitely don't overpack. I did that freshman year. I ended up with a lot of clothes that I did not use. You don't need a lot of PJs, literally just 2 pairs of shorts and a pair of pants, depending on like where you are, and then a couple of t-shirts or something. I brought so many pajamas freshman year and I only wore like 3 pairs. But also try to make your dorm homey. I know it's a small space, but some decorations and pillows and stuff can really go a long way. I know it'll feel small, but if you put like pictures on the wall or string lights or something like that, it'll definitely help it. If you have a mirror, that helps the space look more open, and definitely just try your best to make it as comfortable as possible with whatever works for you. You can also get a weighted blanket. I actually have one on my bed here. Definitely, I know when I sleep here, it helps a lot. It feels heavy the first time you have it, but it's proven to reduce anxiety, and it could help you calm down if you get anxious, and especially if you get anxious at night. Also, if you're having trouble sleeping, you could take melatonin. I do that. It's not something that you get addicted to, but you want to be able to sleep on your own. Be open to trying new things. You know, I don't really like change. I'm a Taurus, and like Tauruses don't like change, but also just my personality, I don't really like change. But you got to be open to doing some new things. You can't just sit in your room all day. Like, try saying yes if people ask you to hang out or go out or whatever. Definitely don't do it if you're really uncomfortable, but you got to push your boundaries a little bit, because you might do something and find that you love it, and if you hadn't said yes to that experience, you might have never found out that it's one of your passions or something. So these are kind of a few about mental health. I'm still putting these under this miscellaneous category. So numbers definitely aren't everything. Your grades, your weight, the number of friends you have, like literally any numbers don't mean anything. Your mental health is so important. If you need a break from something, take a break and just get some time for you. You know, take a hot shower, make some tea, do any relaxing activity that you like, maybe call a family member, and definitely make sure you take time for you, because that is so important. I know with school we can get caught up in clubs and friends and classes and everything, and just being in a new environment. If your mental health is slacking, then everything else will start to slack. Just wanted to add that everyone is in the same situation. Like, everyone's going into college for the first time probably if you're a freshman, and so if you get stressed out or whatever, literally don't worry, because everyone is going through the same thing, and it doesn't matter if you feel alone or whatever. Just knowing that other people are feeling the same thing as you can be helpful and can help you take control of your mental health and everything that you need to do. So definitely don't feel bad about feeling stressed or anxious about being in a new environment, because everyone feels that way. Definitely get an extension cord or like a really long charger for your phone or laptop. You need a lot of power strips, I've noticed. Like, I have a 10-foot charger that I have for my phone, so I plug it into my power strip on my desk, and then I kind of loop it behind my desk to my bed. It definitely helps. I can use my phone when it's charging. Lastly, this depends on the place that you go, but you definitely want to invest in some good clothing pieces. So like a good raincoat, good rain boots, a winter coat, and maybe like snow boots. I know where I am, it rains a good amount, and you don't want to have to either bring an umbrella every time. I mean, I do have an umbrella, but I don't use it as much. You definitely want a raincoat. You don't want to be walking outside in like a hoodie and getting drenched. Rain boots are good. They're also cute. I have like the tall hunter ones. I know that where I go to school, it gets pretty cold, so you definitely need a good winter coat, like 1 or maybe 2 if you already have one, but you don't want some like cheap thing that's gonna break. You want something that'll actually keep you warm, because if you're not warm and you go to school where it's cold for like 2 or 3 months of the semester, you're gonna be really unhappy. I also have bean boots from LL Bean that I wear for like the snow, and those are really good and durable. I know Sperry has boots like that too, but you gotta get something, unless you're going to school in like, I don't know, Arizona or something like that. If you're going anywhere in like the Northeast, you definitely gotta invest in some good winter gear. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope hope this advice, it was actually helpful to you. I don't know how many people that watch my videos are like going into college. If it did help, let me know. Either comment down below or like comment on my Instagram or something. Send me a DM. I love talking to you guys and stuff. So definitely make sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe down below, all that stuff. Follow my social medias to keep up with my daily life and see what I do more than just once a week when I post videos. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, so now it's time for the shout out. So this week's shout out goes to Sarah Killian. So here you go, Sarah. I hope you enjoy your shout out and I hope everyone enjoyed the video.
Yeah, I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind.